Hi, I'm Kelsey, and welcome to this garden center. It's just not my year for peppers. No matter how hard I tried, they just didn't work out. I planted several rounds, I bought some from the garden center, and I kept trying to make it happen. But sometimes, no matter how much effort you put into something, it just isn't going to work. And I think that's part of what gardening has taught me about my own life. In my 20s, I was trying to make a lifestyle work that ultimately was not working for me. I was making choices that were not healthy and were not making me happy, and eventually I realized I didn't want to keep living that way. So I decided to put that energy into something else, into taking better care of myself, into the people that I loved, into building a life that felt more meaningful. And around that same time, I found gardening. There was something really grounding about taking care of a plant, watching a seed turn into something alive and having something outside of myself to care for. And I think I've been learning the same lesson ever since. When something isn't working, I don't have to keep forcing it. I can change direction and put my energy into something that can grow. I'm definitely not at super crunch mom status, but when I look at where I am now compared to where I was in my 20s, I've actually come a really long way. My life now looks completely different. And I think sometimes I forget to give myself credit for that because there's still so much I want to change and improve.
Thank you.
But I can look at the life I've built and be proud of how far I've come. And maybe that's another thing that gardening keeps reminding me of. I don't have to love every outcome to love the process. Some plants thrive, some don't. Some get eaten by bugs, some surprise me. I just keep coming back to the garden and seeing what's growing. And maybe that's all I'm trying to do with my life too. Take it one step at a time, pay attention to what's working, let go of what isn't, and keep growing. I told myself that I wanted to change a lot of my habits by the time I was 30, and I did. I just celebrated my 35th birthday and feeling like I am miles from where I was even just 5 years ago. As I started to feel better mentally and physically, life started to feel sparkly again. I wanted to make things, to learn things, to have my hands busy. Going to university had been a really important transition for me. It gave me the opportunity to expand my mind, learn new things, and see the world differently. But in a lot of ways, I became very separate from nature. I spent so much time in my head and in front of screens that I didn't really think about where my food came from or what was happening outside of my little bubble. My husband cooked a lot while I was in university, and when I got pregnant, I knew I was going to have a little person depending on me. I had already changed a lot of my habits by then, but food and cooking were kind of the last piece for me. I wanted to give my kids the best of the best, so I started learning how to make healthier meals and cook from scratch. But what really captured me wasn't necessarily the cooking. It was growing the food. There was something about getting my hands in the dirt, watching a tiny seed become alive, and eventually bringing something I'd grown into the kitchen. It felt so magical. And I realized just how disconnected from the earth I had been. The more I learned, the more it inspired me to get closer to nature, to learn how things grow, where our food comes from, and how to be more capable of taking care of ourselves. We're not living on my dream farm yet. We're in a townhouse with a little backyard. But I don't think we have to wait for the dream to start learning. We can learn here. We can grow what we can, cook with it, get our hands dirty, make mistakes, and try again. I'm learning to really love that part. And the hail smushed a lot of things. The onions pretty much didn't make it. The lettuce was not the same after. Zucchini's okay. The beets I thought were completely gone, but they actually surprised me. Another metaphor for how resilient we actually are, even when we don't think we can make it. Some things didn't seem fazed at all by the hail, like these peas. They produced so much for us this summer. They did amazing. It's the year of the peas, year of the snap peas. Even though some things aren't working out, a lot of things are. We adopted this rhubarb plant from my mother-in-law's neighbor, and they also gave us a ton of their rhubarb. Really beautiful. So made some pies. I put strawberry in there this time, and it was really good that way. Usually I just do rhubarb, but strawberry's yummy in there. I tried growing some peppers outside in the sun just to see if it was maybe my lights stunting my pepper seedlings, but these ones did the exact same thing, so really not sure what happened. Like, could it be in my soil that I'm using? Anyways, I'll be back again in a little bit. I've got more things to share with you from our summer. It's been a good one, and I hope you guys have been having a good one too. And maybe you can tell me, is the garden your therapy too?